Light blinks. Gates have opened, they're off and they're racing. Famous Journey, Divine and Anna, and also Hit the Jackpot all the way very well. It's the latter, though, driving through Hit the Jackpot that will lead Divine and Anna. ZOUBOLTZ third, Famous Journey, with its ears ridden off to try and stay over the top of the speed. A length and a half, Eurasia, followed by So Lucky. 3 wide outside of them, then came Jelly Can Run. A further 2 lengths behind them, the favourite when they got going, Eccentric Nature from Split Jeté, who's right back there with the grey. He's a Zeb, the tail ender is top of the pops. Nearing the 600 mark and Hit the Jackpot. Now moves a length clear from Divine and Anna. Cruising up in third spot. Down on the inside, ZOUBOLTZ. Still hard at it. Then Famous Journey. Hasn't stopped riding it from the time they hit the ground. Over on the inside is Eurasia from So Lucky, angling away from heels. Right off the track, top of the pops on the outside of Jelly Can Run. Now Johnston Porter's gone back inside of horses with the favourite Eccentric Nature. At the 200, Hit the Jackpot. The leader from Divine and Anna, but now splitting them. Here is ZOUBOLTZ. ZOUBOLTZ bursting through and So Lucky. It's down the outside. ZOUBOLTZ in front. So Lucky. They'll go to it. Not much in it at all. ZOUBOLTZ down on the inside. Might have held on from So Lucky and Divine and Anna. Wide out then came Eccentric Nature, who flew home after finally getting clear. Hit the Jackpot behind them. Jelly Can Run, Famous Journey. Eurasia back there. He's a Zeb. Top of the pops and Split Jeté. ZOUBOLTZ is the winner of race 2, ridden by Luke Campbell, dashing ride by Luke. 11 ZOUBOLTZ. It was always travelling in behind Hit the Jackpot. Just needed that little bit of daylight to put him through, and he accelerated very quickly. Divine and Anna going up, reaching the lead from Hit the Jackpot, but it was ZOUBOLTZ in the middle, and then So Lucky. Much better today. Divine and Anna, and back behind them after going inside of horses there. Eccentric Nature needed a bit of luck in the run home, and it got busy when it was all too late. 1:10.21 they ran, 35.12 the final 600, and it's ZOUBOLTZ ahead and a short neck second and third. ZOUBOLTZ by Zoustar from Thinking of You for Nevin, Carol and Parner, Mike Fagan, M. Evans, M. Bates, J. Smith, F. Warren, and nicely handled by Luke Campbell. Second going the way of 7 So Lucky by Lean Mean Machine from So Ready for Dan and Ben Pierce, ridden by Chris Parnham. And third the 5 Divine and Nana by Real Impact from Anna of Austria. Joey Azzopardi, the rider for the David Harrison stable. 11, 7, 5 and 6 after the running of race number 2. The interim placings there. ZOUBOLTZ 5.50 into 4.40 was nicely found in that market as well. Runner-up So Lucky $6 and Divine and Nana at 14. So Eccentric Nature becomes the second favourite to go down here in as many races. The third event, the Morley Growers Market Handicap over the 1,000 distance. Number 1 is out. That is Clean 'em Up. One of only 3 withdrawals for the course of the meeting. We'll take you down now into the yard. And here's Lockie Taylor joining us there. It was the one that you wanted to be on in running. Just needed that element of luck. And Campbell there, when he saw the run coming, he wasted no time in sprinting ZOUBOLTZ through.
Absolutely, Darren. Classy ride from young Luke Campbell, and winning trainer Neville Parnham joins me now. Neville, ZOUBOLTZ, he was good first up, and he's clearly improved second up, and that was a lovely ride from young Luke.
Yeah, he rode it very well. He was patient. The horse has sort of only got a bit of a short kick, and it just sort of worked out perfectly for him. He had to wait for that gap to sort of just open a little for him, and he zoomed through there, and he was strong to the line.
How do you assess a race like that when you're watching it live? Obviously, you have the knowledge that the horse only has a short turn of foot, so you're hoping that he can be held up, but if he's held up for too long, he never gets out.
Oh, that could be true, but, you know, we discussed it pre-race that just be patient. So, you know, the thought process going through my mind was he would be patient and wait for that gap, and he rode it really good. He's certainly becoming a nice young rider who's on the way up. His apprenticeship's not very far away off completion, and he's going through a bit of a transition moment at the moment. He's not working in the stables. He's just out there sort of trying to establish contacts and he's got a bright future as a jockey.
He's only around 4 winners from outriding his claim. How have you viewed his progression? Obviously, you know him almost better than anyone over the last 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, look, he's. I do believe in the last 3 or 4 months he's really getting smarter, which he needs to, because you won't have a claim shortly to help him along. He'll need to get rides on his own merits, but he is making those contacts, and he's a good jockey, and he can only keep improving. And when he rides like that, people will notice it, and they'll be ringing his phone to get some more rides. But the horse has come back really well. His first up run, he ran second to, I think, Caporetto. But and Brad rode him that day, and when he came back, he said just the horse in front of him, he just wouldn't bring him into the race, and he had to go a little bit early. Had he not done that, he said he probably wins for first up. So the horse has come back really well. So we're looking forward to his campaign going forward.
Clearly come back in good order. Well done here.
Thank you.
There's Neville Parnham, and here's Lukey Campbell.
Lukey Campbell, 5 more winners to outride that claim. ZOUBOLTZ, another winner down. Talk us through the run that you got today, Luke.
Yeah, look, he begun really well. I trialled him this prep, and then I jumped off him actually for Lieutenant Dunbar, and he went really good the other day with Brad, but got out of the gates really well today. And sort of my plan, speaking of Boss pre-race, was to follow Victoria across on Hit the Jackpot, because I sort of knew she'd probably be the leader of the race. Wasn't entirely sure of what was going to come across, but in the end it was Divine in Anna, and I was able to sort of get in behind, hit the jackpot, and we got a really good run throughout.
Interesting time for you, isn't it, coming towards the end of an apprenticeship? Neville was just talking about your transition. You'll always call him boss, but right now almost moving out there into the freelance world.
Yeah, definitely. I always do call Neville boss, so do Lakdar and Keshaw, so does Troy and Jordan with Mr. Webster, it's sort of a respect thing, and I truly believe that if I wasn't indentured to Neville throughout my apprenticeship, I wouldn't have been as probably successful as what I have been. He's played probably a huge part of my career so far, but yeah, time to come to an end as an apprentice, and it's time to get into gear and get into reality.
What do the next couple of months look like for you?
A lot of hard work. Obviously the stable work stops, but now this is when the real work starts. You don't have a claim anywhere, and you got to do your best to get rides. So the people that are putting me on at the moment in the provincial and country areas, I do really appreciate their support, because they have the choice of anyone else, because I don't claim there. So I appreciate everyone's support.
Keep doing your best.
Thanks, Scott.
There's Lukey Campbell, very old-spoken as always. And whilst he might be doing hard work in the morning, no arvo work means plenty of time to work on that golf game, young Lukey. He takes out the Schweppes handicap with his boss Neville Parnham and a ZOUBOLTZ to take out the second here at Ascot. And on the other side of the break, this is timely, because we're going to find out from our jockeys who is their favourite Parnham.